he had an aneurysm, laid down, had an aneurysm, like brain aneurysm in his sleep. And that was in October of 2013. And
Wow.
we had been planning. We would stay up planning and doing things like the sitcom. We wrote that together, and we would plan stuff. And so we were talking about building a foundation anyway. And the the foundation was going to be called "Help the People Here," and you have to say it like that because you got to help the people here. And it's
Helping
not
people.
from help the people here. And so he came in my room one day. He was like, "Where is Chris Tucker? Where is Chris Tucker?" Because I have a thing for Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker has a thing for me too. Stuff he's not completely clear on it yet. Um, so I was like, he's in Africa. He's helping people over there with AIDS. He's with Funny Bone, no helping. I kind of was worried about at the time. I said, he's over there. He said, we need some comedians. Bernie Mac is gone. We don't have anybody. Where's Chris Tucker? I said, I said, well, he's in Africa helping the people with AIDS. He said, helping the people in Africa. Well, who can help the people here? Who can help the people here? I said, that's what we're going to do then. That's the name of our foundation. Help the people here.
Helping people
So
here.
yeah,
Wow.
so that's when we has actually had started working on that and doing the research and everything for all of that, but all of it got sidetracked, and when God gave me to go ahead again to really go forward and launch the King Me Foundation and trying to figure out names for it, and I remember he would always say, "King Me, I did it again. King Me, just King Me, I did it again." And so all I kept hearing in my spirit, and I was like, Lord, what does Jordan want this foundation to be? What does Jordan want this foundation to be called? And I kept hearing, King Me, King Me. And so, of course, I talked it over with Sire, Joy.
Hmm.
And she was like, well, King Me, you already know, King Me. So,
So that's how you name King Ming Foundation.
hmm
That's
and so,
amazing.
yeah. And so,
That's amazing.
he always, that morning, when I found his Bible, when I went in his room that morning, he was going through a lot with the migraine, but his Bible was open to Psalm 91. And that was the scripture that, it was something we always talked about, and I made sure that they learned it through and
Hmm.
through
Hmm.
and bind it to that spirit. So he was reading that scripture, Psalm 91. And so when I looked through it and I, want to set up the King Foundation of Scripture, I picked that one. But I think it's two of them. It's Psalm 91 when he said, I will rescue you. And then this one right here that I put under the logo, which is I'll take care of you. Second Kings 22:19, when Hezekiah was sick
Hmm.
and God told him, I'll take care of you. So
Hmm.
and that's what we're gonna do with the Kingdom Foundation. And
So you
Miss
named
Howard
it
talked about
after, so the spirit, as far as, because he's still with you. He's always with you. That's your angel.
absolutely,
That's your
absolutely.
angel. So you're naming it, actually is the King Me Foundation Inc. So you got
Yes,
established with that foundation,
yes.
and Joy was part of that too. But
Oh
tell
yeah,
me
this is
who
her.
is.
I'm just cultivating it.
Yes, you are. So tell me who is Sire Eminence Zakia? Who is that?
She's a mogul. She's a
Yes.
mogul. It's like it's nothing. I'm telling you, God has truly blessed and anointed me with the two of them. She's amazing. She created this uh, natural goddess, natural goddess at the age of 17, while she was actually completely. I mean, she was totally disabled herself, and we were grieving at the same time, and
Mhm.
we were still going through a lot with her physical health. Which is one of the conditions that we want to be a blessing to young adults and children who have to deal with this condition called IC, which is interstitial cystitis. And most people are familiar with cystitis if you've ever had a bladder infection and the pain and all of that comes along with it. But since cystitis is um, magnified to like, is in fact the doctor said it's the equivalent of pain of with cancer patients working with the doctor has said working with cancer patients would experience. And so she was going through that, and at the same time, like every day we were going to the specialist for her to get treatments in her bladder. and the chronic pain just consumed her, and it created four other three more autoimmune diseases. And so in the midst of all that, we're still doing natural goddess and natural designers and doing events and traveling from Virginia to Atlanta back and forth. And God told her on February 25th, 2018, that she was healed, and she walked in her healing. And so she's no longer on any medications. She's well. The pain for bladder syndrome has ceased and desist and cast into the abyss.
Amen.
So the devil told Satan to leave her the hell alone.
That's right. And that's why you wrote that book, Leave Me the Hell Alone. Yes. That's that one there. So you've been going through a lot of different heartaches, being a mother, being a young mother, and losing your son. And how old was Jordan when he died?
20.
He was 20 years old, and such a smart young man. But he said, "I'm not going, Mom. I'm still here." You know.
Yeah, he would correct me and say he was 21.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, yeah. So going through that with him, and also with Joy, having those different God, where the devil tried to step in and trying to take your children, and you said, not today, not today. No. And for you to go on and actually create, and all the things that I'm reading your bio about how much you've been doing, it's a blessing, and I am so proud of you. But you told us about what is the King Me Foundation and what led you to start it. You know, that was, I mean, that is just very inspiring, because you want to do more for people out here that have those same conditions that Jordan had, is also that Joy had as well. So who are you hoping to help, and how?
All right. So they're young adults and children and adolescents. A lot of them get overlooked when they're going through, oh my gosh, they go through so much in life in general. And having chronic pain, chronic migraines, chronic pain in general, dealing with depression, get bullied. I mean, they just go through so much and they get overlooked. And I remember when my children were going through all of this, and when they finally had a good day, there was no one around to do anything with them, or there were activities, you know, that there were limitations that they could do, but still, again, the quality of life just wasn't there, and it was so unfair to watch it. So that's what the King Foundation plans to do, to be a hub, if you will, and a conduit to help these young adults and adolescents, children and adolescents, to have a quality of life. We want to do some things with them and have, you know, whatever they're able to do, we want them to enjoy it. Events like the main event, Top Golf, skating parties, kickball, you know, game trucks, pull that up to the hospital. Want to have like game day or field day at the hospital, do some type of sponsoring activities there at the children's hospital, and create a network for them to be able to have someone to talk to on their good day, on their bad day, someone that understands them. So it'll, you know, build a network like a family for them. A lot of people don't understand. Like, so my son ended up with some symptoms of PTSD because it was traumatic what happened to him, and it bothered him because he was a man's man. He wanted to work. He wanted to go to school, and for that to keep lingering, it just was too much for him. And so he would have, you know, the bouts of depression and stuff like that. So we want to be a blessing to the young adults and adolescents, let them know they're not alone, and there are other people that'll be there with them and for them, you know, when they need someone. So that's what we want to do.
That's great. That's great. So so let's see some of your other videos. I know you had some pictures on there, but you just told her why those conditions, which is the painful bladder syndrome. And this is something, because I tell you, a lot of people don't know a lot about that. You know, they didn't know what that was. And here, Joy had to be the person to actually have that in order for you to understand that next thing of what she was going through. You had to find a doctor that knew that was a blessing to help her to be able to get to, you know, to help her with that, chronic illnesses. Yeah, they are horrible. K9s. And the thing is that we don't know what we're going through. A lot of doctors just don't, some of them don't care. They just try to get you in and out of it. So when you get those doctors that really care about you and take you to that net, you know, to help you and what you need to do to have a solution to that and to be able to share, because a lot of us these are things that happen to us young, right?
Yes, you wouldn't believe how many doctors that just you wasted our time where they wouldn't help or didn't. They just was like trying to tell them they weren't feeling what they were feeling. No child could fake this. I mean, Saya, she was in the hospital 3 weeks out of the month. They let her out 1 week so she can go to see the doctor in Maryland. And then she went to her doctor's appointment in Maryland, came back to Virginia, and then would go back into the hospital for 3 more weeks. They let her out again so she can go to Maryland for her. It was the worst cycle because Virginia just was like, there's nothing else we can do for her. Like, it just stopped. So you're right. And the Lord sent in this doctor who we were told she needed to see, and we couldn't get an appointment with him. And one Sunday morning, he walked in her room. He just felt like he wasn't even on call. He just felt like he wanted to come to the hospital to see who he could help. And my God, thank you, Lord, for sending him, because you know, I believe the Lord has done the healing, but I'm not stupid. You know, he has doctors.
Absolutely.
So he sent in Dr. Gawanta, and it was a blessing for us. And so what I have here, what the King Foundation is in need of, like what we need, volunteers and interns to get this going. It's brand new. So again, cultivating, it's a baby. So we need administration, people who have administrative skills and want to volunteer, marketing skills, social media, fundraising. I need a grant writer yesterday. Education, social work, mental health. And as far as the arts, I want to do like an art therapy for the kids. I want that to be an outlet for school, the kids in school. A lot of them are dealing with depression. They put on COVID-19 depression, but depression is depression. And so I think that they have an outlet. They can go to our webpage. And I know they go on YouTube and stuff, but this one is geared especially for them. They can go to the school, you know, send the school the link. They it'll be geared for them, and they can go on and have a take a class, a cooking class, live. You know what I mean? Or either we can have an upload video. I want a comedian. I need a comedian because
make you laugh. You need to laugh.
Grief. You're going through grief and pain. You know, laughter is medicine for the soul. So
absolutely.
These are some of the things that I have listed, and I put it in different groups, and it's posted on our page, the kingfoundation.org. And so if you have any time, or you have any ideas, you have any time that you can volunteer, please let us know. We will gladly accept your time and your ideas and your help.
That's great. And I'm gonna ask another question, but then we're gonna do some little trivia so people don't forget what. So with this, and you're saying the different activities that you need help with, and which is great. And you're gonna post that on your page too, as well as posting. Joy, can you post in the chat too, as far as your website on Facebook, and you can actually post that as well, so we can have it, and I post it as well too. And how you get in touch with you. But why grief support for parents and siblings? I mean, you've already been through that, right? Having that grief and going through that. So you've been there, done that, and having that support for parents and siblings is so important, because Joy, she suffered too. She lost a brother.
Exactly.
You know?
And
that's even harder when you lose your big brother, you know, to something like one day he's here, he's funny, and the next day he's not. So that is so, and I could totally understand that. I mean, I lost 2 brothers and a sister, you know, before my mom. So my brother was 5 years old when he died, you know. Had another sister that was 25 years old when she died the day after my birthday. And then I had another brother 3 years ago that died at 49. So I understand that grief as far as that when you're going through that. So what are you doing as far as that's where you need help too, as far as a grief counselor, the help with the foundation?
Yes, absolutely. And you said you summed it up, because a lot of people, you know, once the service is over, they're going about their business. and no calls, no checks, no food drop-offs. And, it was more than just me going through it. It was my daughter, it was my mom, you know, my grandparents. So we all needed, and so for other people that are going through, I'm part of a group, um, the mothers who lost their sons and grieving moms. And some days I can't even function. I can't even participate in the group. And I just pray for them, which I'm always praying anyway. Um, but it's so hurtful when people are saying, my son just died yesterday, or it's 4 days without my son. I want to end my life. So grief counseling is extremely needed, because I tell you what I did find out about grief. It shows you who you are as well as show you who everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And grief actually changes. It really restructures and changes who you are, and how you function, and the things that used to be important or that you thought were important, they're not as important anymore.
Absolutely. And that is so true. That is so true. So, but I'm just in, and I love that how you put that in the essence, because you're so young, to deal with that. And God, it's funny how He makes you stronger. You go through these things, He makes you strong, even though you may be weaker inside, but to be stronger, to be able to help other people. And I love this what you're doing here, and how you're doing it here as far as grief support for parents and siblings. So let's go through a little trivia, guys. I'm gonna need some participation here. Okay. So, and Stacci, what do you have to give away for us? We're gonna ask about 3 questions here. What do you have to give away for us?
Okay, so I have right here. I'm holding the paperback of "Leave Me the Hell Alone," but I have it on digital as well. So paperback is $16, and um, digital is 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the digital copy, and I'm about to order some paperback copies so I have on hand. But you can order your own paperback copy on Lulu.com. So for right now, I'm going to send you. Your gift would be a copy of "Leave Me the Hell Alone." And all proceeds, every book that's sold. So it's just like basically, if you're going to give a donation, you get a copy. You're going to get some for your donation. You're gonna get a book, and I'm telling you, this book is far valuable, so much more valuable than you can imagine. Because I didn't just sit there and just like, okay, let me put some words together. No, I lived all of these things. There's some examples in here where I had to vent. I said it plainly. I said, if you ever been attacked and wanted to cuss somebody, I said it too. You want to cuss someone out, but it was a bad idea. This tool right here to help you get out of hell.
But I call that before Christ. I used to be before Christ, right? Where I would cuss somebody out, but then I call that BC mode. But then I say, okay, now I'm in the AC mode after Christ. So then I have to be careful what I
yes,
what I be saying. But let me ask these questions, guys. So you ready? So the first question is, what is Sire's name of business? What is her name of her business that she started with? Can anybody give us the name of that business? And Stacci, I don't know if you actually, you can take yourself on me. You remember the name of her business? It's in the chat, guys.
And if you on Facebook and you hear the question, type the answer.
Yes.
And we have some Natural Goddess sample products that we can give away too.
I was going to ask you about that. So I want you to show a jar of her product, and yeah, it's actually coming in now. So I want to tell you about this product. Joy makes this. This is actually made by her. The ingredients and everything. Okay, it's not like it's just, oh, I'm going to do this and this, but she actually made those products for each type of hair, each type of situation that you're going through. Yes. And this is what I loved about when I met Stacci and Joy about her, and she came to this networking. I remember it was Deborah's networking event.
Yeah.
And she showed these things, and I was just so impressed with this young lady that's doing this, Mm-hmm. So this product, did anybody get it? They know what it is? Yes. Any answers, guys? Natural. Okay, Kathy got it. Natural Goddess. Go ahead, Kathy K. Smiles. Congratulations. That's great. So let me ask you another question. What is Stacci's passion? What is her passion? Anybody know her passion? What did she start doing? Anybody know what that? Remember what she was doing with the the plays and stuff. What did she like doing? Okay, we did writing. Yeah, that's good. What else? What else? Kate Hernandez. What else did she do? What did she go out there and start doing? Storytelling. Okay, good, good. All right. Well, that's good. We're getting somewhere there. So you want to give it to Kay Hernandez?
If they are, I mean, how many listed it? That's fine. We have enough to give away.
Yeah. So Kay Hernandez says storytelling, writing. Kathy said writing, natural goddess. So these are all, yeah. So it's acting, writing, directing, and producing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So those are some of her passions. And I don't know if you remember this, but what was the name of the play? Remember I said I want to sell that play? And it was a really great play. Anybody know the name of that play? Yep. Okay. Yeah. Kathy. Yep. Kathy got it all right there. So yeah, what was the name of her play?
What was the name of the play, people?
Remember?
For the people, what's the name of the play?
Don't let the streets in your sheets. Okay, Kathy. All right, Kathy. That's right. Don't bring the streets in between your sheets. I said, wow, me and my younger daughter went to see that. It was a great play. And Stacci produced that and directed it, right?
Yeah, yes. I did have a directress. I did have a directress, but
a director.
Right. I was kind of on the sideline. You know, when you have a baby, you kind of don't let go.
That's right.
I will say I did fall back and let her do her job. She was paid to do it, and she did it well.
Okay. Well, that's great. So these pictures that you're showing us here, which is Jordan. He looks so young. How old was he then? He was going to prom? Handsome young man.
Thank you. He was going to prom, yes.
He's going to prom. Wow. Yeah. I love that. Grief is a thief. That is so true.
Actually, that's going to be a t-shirt.
Okay.
That's actually going to be a t-shirt.
Okay.
And yeah. So
I like that.
I was thinking about taking pre-orders, but I just rather not go through that yet. But they will be available on the website. So just keep looking for it, or either just inbox me any kind of way, reach me, ready for a t-shirt. Yeah, grief is a thief. And so there's a scripture to hold us, to help us with that. God is close to those of a broken heart.
Okay. So slow down a minute, Stacci. Stay right there. Okay. So I know you went over that before. You went over the goals. So what you're looking for is resources, right?
Yes.
As far, and with COVID-19 depression, you know how many people have actually lost their children, even husbands, to suicide? And having this and having something for those for those the people to be able to have something to do, because this this COVID, I don't know how long it's going to stay around. So I like what you did. You would like to forge partnerships with companies that it consists with the mission and purpose of King Me. So you can see what her mission is. She's trying to do a blue plate. Let's see, there are others. What is a blue plate? What is that?
Those are like Freshly and Blue Plate, where they do prepared meals. And people with migraines and chronic pain and IC, they have special diets.
Okay.
And so if we can get a connection and a relationship partnership with them, where they will service and send meals to these kids and at home, food for them that would help their condition.
Okay, that's good. So anybody that can do that, and this is why I'm doing this. I want to make sure that Stacci's getting that, support foundation to get it going here. Because I'm sorry, I forgot to say, Stacci, I am on your board.
Yes, you're a board member.
I'm a board member. I forgot I was a board member.
Yes. And I really do appreciate it. I'm telling you, you do so much.
Yeah, she pulled me in. She said, "You're the financial treasurer." I said, "I'm what?" Oh, okay. Because I was at IBM for 36 years. I did a lot of different things, but finance was my last job that I had with that, as far as credit. So I am on the board. So these are great. So grief counseling, we need people to grief counseling, grief relief, mindset and life coaches. I know my friend Jennifer, she's reaching out to, and Jennifer's in Canada. So Jennifer's reaching out to some of her people. She wants to share this video as well with her people there. So Jennifer has helped me a lot with my mindset, meditation, because meditation, I mean, you know, Stacci and Shane, you know, I do too much. I just do too much. It's just a lot, you know, and I had to step back and sit down, and God just sent me Jennifer, because she's been helping me learn how to meditate and you know, even like my sleep, I was so proud of myself. I slept better last night because she told me what to do, you know. So I took a picture of that and sent it to her.
That's great. You know what I learned, and being a writer, it of course it resonates with me. But I heard that you're supposed to dump your mind before you go to bed. You're supposed to just journal,
Yeah,
right?
that's
And just
hard.
write
That's
everything that write
yeah,
your day, and so therefore you'll be able to sleep peacefully,
yeah.
and you won't keep replaying things, when you should be resting. So if
That's a good idea. I do that, but then in the middle of the night, I wake up and then my mind is a lot of stuff came back on my mind. So
wonder,
that's that's why I
that's
say
great.
I needed that. So she helped me a lot. So you're looking
So
for
meditation working for you.
meditate. Yes, yes, yes.
That's
So it's just
awesome.
sitting down long enough to do that meditation. So that's good.
Yeah, you know what? And I know we digressing, but I will always fall asleep.
Well, that's the idea sometimes. You know?
Oh, that person tried to make us do yoga. Everybody in that gym was asleep. Then she had
Yeah,
an attitude. We work with kids all day.
I know.
Tell enough to
So
be still, be quiet.
well, this is good. So mindset and life coach and art therapy. My daughter is an artist. She is an artist. I told you I was going to ask Tori about
Yes,
that.
that would be so awesome. Teaching,
Yeah, yeah, because having that, because that's her relax, having the two kids. She didn't go back to work, so that's what she's doing now. And of course,
she
she's the
can
one that actually
relate.
she did my website. Her and her husband, this WDP, that was
Yeah,
actually my daughter that
that is
did that.
awesome.
So getting volunteers, intern colleges to do a class. So
Mhm.
anybody know that volunteers, get those interns, college. Hopefully, with this playback, they can do it virtually, which is
Yes,
great. So the
yes, that's
goals, the
definitely are.
shortlist. I'm sorry, I'm just running
Yeah.
through it here. So the goals of shortlist is actually prayer line, spa
Mhm.
services. I like that. Spa services, Top Golf. Sorry, Jennifer, we got Top Golf here. I don't know if you got it in Canada. But we got Top Golf. I miss Top Golf. Top Golf, main event, paint party. And I know you wanted to have a picnic around Father's Day too.
Yes, I want to talk about that too. Yes.
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
want to have, but we're gonna come back on and do some of this here. So skate
yeah.
party. Imagine in Chicago we used to skate all the time. Now I don't know about that. Now I'm too old for that. But kickball tournaments, game truck, and NBA and NFL tickets. So if you know anybody that can help with these goals to help other people, because having these different activities, this gives that person who's going through these migraine to get their mind off it and actually have fun. So it's all about having fun, laughing, and being around other people.
Yes.
When we get out of this COVID, we're just praying to God that this thing can be over with, that we can actually get back into this. But it's still virtual stuff that we can do, right, Stacci?
Yes, yes, and everything we'll do, of course, will be COVID compliant. Right now, a lot of things that I'm, hoping for is virtual until we can get a pass to, do something like I want to do the King Me cook off for Father's Day. I want families, to bring their dads out, and we want them to bring their grills, and we want a kickball game. We want a band. We want live music. We just want to, represent the Kings and let them enjoy their day with their family. So
Right.
that's one of the main things I wanted. Two main events I want to do this year, because those things take a lot of planning.
Well,
But
that's great. So you need fundraising, because I put you in touch with someone as far as helping with the
mhm,
fundraising, how to do that. So as I'm talking to people, and like I said, I'm talking to me like I was talking to Jennifer, like I said, she's in Canada, but thank
mhm,
God we're global. It don't just have to be here in Atlanta. It can be anywhere, to get these kind of support. So the kind of sponsors that you're hoping to attract to receive support from the KML, what kind of sponsors are you looking for?
we're in need of businesses that can help do these things. Uh, Sorry, restaurants. All kind of businesses that will partner with us and support what we're doing. Who can help meet the need. If we're going to have the event in the park. So I'm gonna need a band. I'm gonna need a live group that will say yes, we'll volunteer and play for the King Cookout. I need Coca-Cola. I need Pepsi. I need those businesses and connections and restaurants, vendors who want to come set up and participate. Those type of businesses and sponsors. We actually, with us being new, we need them all. We need advertising. We need people who make T-shirts that will volunteer and make some T-shirts and make some T-shirts or sell them at a discounted price for the event. So everyone, it's a lot going on with COVID, and we're not trying to hurt your pockets, but at the same time, we want to be a blessing. So, T-shirt makers, we need committed people. We need people who are gifted in knowing how to organize. We need people who don't mind cleaning up. We need setup crew. We need tent crew. We need musicians. So, if that's what you do, come out at us.
Yes, yes. And that's great. So anybody that these are great list of people, social work. I used to be a social worker, so I definitely try to help with that. But what used to be, I still do social work.
Yeah, you never stop doing that.
I used to be, I'm still doing that. So these are great things. So please, people, if you can think of someone with these different that can actually help volunteer and help Stacci with this to get it off the ground. Jordan would definitely be proud. He'd be, he's an angel that's looking over us, and this is something he's going to be smiling down on his mom and sister to say, you did it. You did it for me, and that's really what counts there. So, so those are kind of sponsors. So the new book you have, Leave Me the Hell Alone. That's the one that you were doing here. So you told us a little bit about that because we are short in time, but we're gonna come back on and do something like this here.
Okay.
So show us. Show us that picture of it because actually it's coming in and out with the background there. Yeah. So Leave Me the Hell Alone, and I think I did get. I must have got the digital copy.
Yeah, you did. So this is the bonus edition. I call it the bonus edition because I did add a few more prayers to this, and like I said, I did a paperback. And we also have, if we have any more trivia questions, we can ask. We have some samples of Natural Goddess and Natural Adonis that you can win. I don't know if we got through all the questions, but we definitely have.
No, wait, we got actually. Let me tell you this other question here. So, and I don't know if we talk about this, but anyway, when was the launch date of King Me Foundation? When was that launch?
It was launched Jordan's birthday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2020.
Wow. Yeah, because I remember the play. You had that on October 19, 2019. And also the second play you did, we went to. What was the name of that? The one you had, it was on Jordan's anniversary, his 6th anniversary.
That was Don't Bring the Streets in Between the Sheets.
Oh yeah, that was the after of it. Okay.
Yeah, that was the play. On his anniversary, we actually had the red carpet event, the dinner, and Miss Alicia was singing.
Yes.
Oh my God, she was so blessed.
Yes.
I love Miss Alicia. Hey,
that was a blessing. That was great. Yes. That was great. We enjoyed that one. So yeah, that was Jordan's birthday. Got it. December 24th birthday, huh? Mm-hmm. And the name of your first book, that was another gift I wanted. What was the name of her first book? Anybody know? That first book she wrote. We're thinking. Fear to Freedom. Okay, Kay Hernandez, you must know Stacci here, huh? Or you were listening. I love it. Yep. So that's it. So you can send something, Kay. Probably the Adonis, not Adonis, Adonis. One of the hair products. I'm not sure what she won, on that one. So, but I think that would be great. So I think I got through the questions because we only try to do an hour, and I know we had technical issues, but I really appreciate everybody from coming. And listen, I want to ask you, is there any questions? Any questions here? We got some quiet ones here.
Well, I was going to say, if you want to make a donation, you can make a donation through any of the sites is at the top. The King Me Foundation or PayPal Me, or you can do the Cash App, which is cash sign money sign at King Me Foundation, and PayPal Me. And also you could go on the kingmefoundation.org and make a donation, and it's definitely going to great use. It's going to great use.
That's great. And we're gonna leave.
Yeah,
we're gonna put that on the page too, on Facebook page. So just the links, you can put that on the page because I am sharing it live. And I just want to, and that you can share it to your page too. But once the recording, so everyone that actually have signed up on the Eventbrite, thank you so much, because what I'm going to do once the video, it's probably tomorrow, I like to send the video to everyone so they can see it. So that way it said, what did she say? It was like a lot of things. And that she may have said, I know, because I have CRS too sometimes. We don't say CRS mean can't remember stuff. I'm saying stuff, but you can say the other S, right? So having that, so yes, so that way you can see what we talked about, okay? And it's going to be on Facebook as well. But I appreciate everybody coming, and thank you so much. Stacci, I'm so proud of you. You just
thank you.
Joy, I'm proud of you. Just keep doing what you're doing, honey. Like I said, Jordan is smiling down on you, because I just can't imagine losing my children before me.
Yeah. I asked God, I don't know if I told you this, but I asked God why. And he told me because you could handle it. I don't forget that, because I was smart. I said I got smart with it. I said, but it still don't make it right.
That's right.
I mean, I mean, that don't mean that it still should happen to me. Yeah. I see now that there's purpose behind this, and
absolutely.
I'm also going to be certified soon with mindset, as a mindset coach, retraining, because I feel like life coaching is wonderful. I have nothing against it. I'm all for that, but I feel like before you can change your life, you have to change your mind. So
absolutely, I like that. I like that. Say that again.
Before you can change your life, you have to change your mind.
That's nice. I love it. I love it. But yeah, that's a great one there. And I'm sure Jennifer will love that.
You're gonna see. In fact, King, that's gonna be something that I'm trying to create different avenues of funding for it. So it won't always be fundraisers and things like that, but we will have a T-shirt, a brand of T-shirts that people can purchase. T-shirts. I have a lot of sayings and Stacey-isms and stuff like that that I say. So there will be T-shirts.
Yes, yeah, because that really goes a long way. So, and I really think that's great. But what you're doing here, like I said, it's a blessing, and that really is what really counts, because it gives you hope, and trying to help other people, because you've been through it, and you want to help other people get through it.
Jordan said no one needs it. He said this is no life for no one. No one should have to feel like this. And I feel like if no one, I can't stop it, but I know what it feels like, and if we can be a blessing to get them through it in any kind of way, then that's what I want to do, what we're gonna do.
Absolutely, and that's what you have to do. Yeah. That's what you have to do. Well, thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you for staying. Thank you for
appreciate it. We're gonna have an update to see how well Stacci's doing later on in the middle of the year, and see what else we can do as far as helping her. So, like she said, she takes donations and all these different volunteers that she can use. That's a lot of different things that you can do. Especially, I'm sure those young folks would like to do help with this paint party, skate party, game truck, kickball tournaments. So yeah, that is great to really be involved in. So
yes. And here's the kicker too. These are dual activities. So these are some of the activities that we're going to do as adults too. Like the skate party, 80s skate party, 70s skate party. We're gonna just get together, have some fun. Gonna have a cigar white party.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we
Well, I
can
can
do
do
some
that.
grown folk stuff.
Yeah. That's how I say I can do that.
For the most part, virtual.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that too, because I'm good at that.
You can say.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, ladies. Well, listen, thank you so much. I'm going to stop the actual stop